Many people are familiar with the atrocities committed by Nazi Germany. In fact, these atrocities are for most people the only thing they identify with the Nazis. These crimes, therefore, beg the question, how could anyone as tyrannical and as terrible as Adolf Hitler have come into power in the first place? To answer that question, one must look into the political situation of post-World War I Germany. The Weimar Republic, set up after the Versailles Treaty, relied on a single political party to have a majority of seats in German parliament, the Reichstag, to do anything. However, the sheer number of political parties in Germany, in addition to Germany's limited experience with democracy, made such consensus impossible. After multiple elections had failed to produce a majority in the Reichstag, German political leaders decided to form a coalition government of one or more major political parties and minor political parties. This hypothetical interview with the leaders of the three main German political parties is intended to illustrate the political beliefs of these parties, as well as how Hitler and the Nazi Party were able to manipulate the German political climate with ruthless Machiavellian strategies to get into power.
The German people are our main focus. Our idea is to let the German people and the German economy prosper. In order to do so, Germany needs controlled government aid to produce jobs and products, but not to the extent of communism and the chaos that follows.
Our main goal is to bring an effective democracy to Germany. We would promote a capitalist economy with minor socialist principles in order to help Germany get back on its feet in the economic world. We are firmly opposed to fascist or communist dictatorships and believe that people have rights.
The people come first. It is important to realize that if the government helps the proletariat, then the money system and common market in Germany would thrive. We cannot neglect the need of the ordinary person who makes our nation and economy possible. We have learned by the mistakes of other communist countries, and we promise not to repeat their follies.
The communists advocate a radical agenda that puts power into the masses who are least likely to use it well. The Social Democrats, while not as radical, support a stronger democracy that would give power to the same people who the communists support. Neither party holds the best interests for the German state, rather they are focused on idealistic concepts that would ruin it.
Democracy is the best form of government for the people of Germany. The communist regime in Russia has clearly demonstrated to the rest of the world that communism is not an effective form of government. The aggression exhibited by fascist nations such as Italy and Japan could destroy this country if instituted in Germany. If you value the well-being of the German people, you must not appoint one of these totalitarian regimes.
The fascist dictators that dominate present-day countries such as Italy have shown that their ideology of control harms the citizens of their country rather than helping them. Hitler is one such potential dictator that must not be allowed to harm the common man of Germany. In a democracy, the will and wealth of the people could be subverted by corrupt individuals within the government. The Social Democrats' form of government in which they are elected does not help the very man that put them in office.
I plan to revive the economy by offering limited government aid and jobs to the unemployed. I plan to raise this nation back to its former glory and prevent Germany from being pushed on by other nations as we were in 1919. I also plan on defending Germany against the communist threat posed by the Soviet Union, as well as defending ourselves against communism in our own country. I would also seek to unify all the German peoples under one strong, greater Germany.
As Chancellor, I would attempt to move the government of Germany to an effective democracy. Through government aid blended with capitalist principles, I hope to improve conditions for the average man and strengthen private industry simultaneously. It is our party's firm belief that the German people are capable of making decisions for themselves. If appointed Chancellor, I would allow them to do just that. I would also defend Germany from tyrants masquerading as communists or fascists.
If elected Chancellor, I would eliminate private business in Germany and institute a communist government. By instituting public work projects, I would improve the living and working conditions of the average man. The economy would not suffer the ups and downs of free market capitalism under communist control. By instituting a communist government, we would also improve relations with Russia and improve other international relations to stop the unnecessary conflict.
I must once again stress the importance of appointing Hitler. His nationalistic ideas are similar to my own German National People's Party, and together we could easily form a majority.
Simply because your parties form a majority is no reason for me to appoint him. I could easily appoint Wells or Thälmann.
I don't think so. Because both of their parties are left-wing, neither could ever gain a majority. They would divide the vote of the left, while the right would never vote for either. And Hitler's Nazi party appeals to both industrialists and common workers. It would easily unite this nation.
Alright, you've convinced me that he can form a majority, and that he's the most likely candidate to head this government. But who's to say this government would be favorable?
He would listen to us as long as he knows we are the reason why he gained power. Trust me, we can control him. What could possibly go wrong?